My name is Kunigonis, and this is my colleague Jonas Matačiūnas, and we're going to tell you what Wealth Management IT department of Danske Bank do. So, in Wealth Management IT, we have many different projects and products, and pension is just simply one of those. So let's get into it. Actually, today, the pension is one of the most common words in the press headlines, right? But unfortunately, it has been used in a very negative way. So where this fun part comes from, you shall ask. And I have to say that fun pension is like an oxymoron, right? It's like pretty ugly or awfully nice. It's those two words, one positive and one negative, that doesn't fit together, right? So pension fun. What is fun about wrinkles, gray hair, painkillers, loneliness? Not much, right? Unless you buy your painkillers at the pharmacy and you get a discount, right? Then it's a bit better. And if you use a public transport, then you might be offered a seat in front of the bus, or you get a discount for your tickets. Well, to me that sounds like a fun, right? But I can see that you're not convinced yet. So actually, let's put it that way. Many people who are now retired once had a dream or a plan to live their lives when they get old. So basically not to stop living like when you're old, right? Because they worked hard for many years, and they actually, at the sense of their lives, they want to enjoy the fruits. So they want to buy that cream they saw on TV for wrinkles. They want to join the dancing class in order to fight the loneliness. They want to even, I forgot to switch the slides. Sorry. So they even want to try riding a roller coaster for whatever reason, for the very first time in their life. And that's possible, I have to say, but there is one meaningless precondition: money, right? So in that case, you need well-structured and well-organized pension that you started saving for when you actually were offered the very first job. So, and we are these guys. We are these guys who are providing the well-structured and organized pension plan and platform. We are the ones who are coding websites and mobile applications for customers who can actually start saving for their pension with a very few simple clicks and steps. So we have implemented and still working on a feature that prevents people from making mistakes while saving by simply protecting them for investing money to shady shares and so on. And don't get me wrong, this application is not for old people. It's actually for young people, for people like you. Because if you don't do things right while you are young, then you will end up suffering with all these pains that I mentioned when the old guys do. So, with all that being said, I guess to you it might sound like a soda saving program. No offense, but not in a million years. So our application is very dynamic, and we aim to disrupt pension market. It's like Facebook. So you spend your day in this app and you commit to it. We provide many different interfaces and different features where you can log in, check your balance, account statement, change your investment funds to make sure that you are on the right healthy investment path. And actually, the application as such, it has been implemented by different teams. And we work cross borders, as many teams does. And we have our department in Denmark, India, Lithuania, and also in Malaysia. It might sound like a vacation destination, and we go there from time to time.
To work.
To work, exactly. But working at Danske Bank is like fun, right? So, with that being said, I think I'll pass the microphone to my colleague Jonas, who is a software engineer, and his mother tongue is C#.
Thank you, Donatas. Can you give me this mic smart finger? So, as Donatas said, I'm a software developer. I started at Danske Bank about a year ago, and still to this day, I remember the day when Donatas asked me to join his team. He said, "Come join us, we're working on pensions." And my reaction was, okay, so it must be boring, must be legacy, a big company, big enterprise. But, well, actually, here was a surprise. When I started investigating the technologies that they are using, I found that it's not legacy at all. For example, we use app containers everywhere. And because app containers are such a good fit for microservice architecture, we're using that. And as colleagues have said, we use .NET Core in many places. Also, we have continuous integration, continuous delivery. Nobody likes to do the same repetitive tasks, so we have that also. It doesn't look like legacy at all. Then we have mobile app development. For example, Maltina's team uses Swift and Java. My team uses React Native. Also doesn't look like a lot like legacy. Then we have web development. My team uses React. I know other teams are using Angular. So again, once again, no legacy, quite fun. Windows or Mac. My department uses actually both. You can choose what you want to use. If you want to use MacBook, you can use MacBook. If you want to use Windows, you can use Windows. I was a Windows guy myself, but today you will see me most of the day on the MacBook. Yeah, and also Agile. No, Agile is not a technology, but I think it contributes to developer happiness. And how exactly? Well, I think it's nice to receive a positive feedback every few weeks from the stakeholders. So, given all this, I think pensions can be fun.
Yeah, it can. Of course, you need to look at it from the inside-out perspective to be precise. But thank you guys for listening for this slide. And of course, we'll be at the tables down there, and so we'll be welcoming your questions. But if you have any now, you just shoot it.